Module Overview. Module 6 addresses the complexities and critical importance of cross-cultural communication in today's global business environment. As organizations increasingly operate across borders, effective communication across diverse cultures has become essential to build relationships, negotiate, manage teams, and operate successfully. This module examines cultural dimensions, communication styles, barriers arising from cultural differences, and strategies for developing cultural competence. You will explore how to navigate cultural diversity with sensitivity, respect, and effectiveness to foster inclusive and productive workplaces. 1. Understanding culture and communication. Culture encompasses shared values, beliefs, norms, behaviors, language, and symbols that shape how people perceive and interact with the world. Communication reflects and reinforces culture, influencing how messages are encoded, transmitted, and decoded. Key elements of culture affecting communication: language and dialects, social customs and etiquette, attitudes toward authority and hierarchy, time orientation, e.g., punctuality versus flexibility, concepts of individualism versus collectivism, communication context, high context versus low context cultures. 2. Cultural dimensions and frameworks. 1. Hofstede's cultural dimensions. Power distance, degree to which less powerful members accept unequal power distribution. Individualism versus collectivism, preference for a loosely knit social framework versus tightly knit groups. Masculinity versus femininity, distribution of roles between genders, competitiveness versus caring. Uncertainty, avoidance, comfort level with ambiguity and uncertainty. Long-term versus short-term orientation, focus on future rewards versus past and present. Indulgence versus restraint, gratification of desires versus control of impulses. 2. Edward T. Hall's context model. High context cultures rely heavily on implicit messages, nonverbal cues, and context, e.g., Japan, Arab countries. Low context cultures depend on explicit, direct verbal communication, e.g., USA, Germany. 3. Verbal communication and language barriers. Differences in language and idioms can cause misunderstandings. Translating messages literally may miss intended meaning. Accents and pronunciation impact comprehension. Jargon should be minimized to avoid confusion. 4. Nonverbal communication across cultures. Gestures may have different meanings, e.g., thumbs up, OK sign. Eye contact norms vary. In some cultures it signifies respect. In others, it may be seen as rude. Personal space expectations differ. Facial expressions may be interpreted differently. 5. Common cross-cultural communication barriers. Ethnocentrism, belief in the superiority of one's own culture. Stereotyping, oversimplified generalizations about others. Prejudice and bias, negative attitudes impacting communication. Language differences, difficulties in understanding or expressing ideas. Differences in communication styles, direct versus indirect, formal versus informal. 6. Developing cultural competence. Increase cultural awareness through education and exposure. Practice empathy and open-mindedness. Adapt communication style to cultural context. Avoid assumptions and ask clarifying questions. Build relationships based on respect and trust. 7. Strategies for effective cross-cultural communication. Conduct cultural training for employees. Use clear, simple language and avoid idioms. Be patient and allow extra time for communication. Utilize visual aids and written summaries. Encourage feedback to ensure understanding. Respect cultural holidays and customs in scheduling. 8. Managing cross-cultural conflicts. Recognize cultural influences on conflict behavior. Address conflicts with sensitivity to cultural values. Facilitate open dialogue to clarify misunderstandings. Seek mutually acceptable solutions respecting cultural differences. 9. Practical applications in global business. Negotiating contracts with international partners. Leading multicultural teams effectively. marketing products tailored to cultural preferences, managing expatriate assignments with cultural training, enhancing customer service for diverse clientele.